And we are live! Welcome back, everyone. And by everyone, I mean, well, myself at the moment. Welcome back to a little bit of Open Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. Also known as just Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, but actually functional in the 21st century. I'm going to kill a little bit of time here sitting at the home screen as I explain to myself and literally no one else, as it is 10:32 Pacific Standard Time, and pretty much everyone I know is probably asleep by this point. But hey, I need a little bit of extra gameplay clips for the video I'm working on. I'm actually going to do a little funny thing tonight and also start trying to just record using, why can't I think, using OBS in the background, both for streaming and recording. Honestly, for shits and giggles, to see how the Core i5-12400 I'm using lasts. Last night kind of sucked. The crazy castle I was running failed pretty bad. So we're gonna do some electric fields. Because I can actually win this map. I've, played this game enough, specifically on this map, to the point where I know how to win. Let's see, we're gonna start off immediately by fixing this little area. Why am I building the footpath like that, my dear viewers? Well, for an information kiosk. Mostly because it's a good just starter, and like last night when I cut off the roads from the castle, I'm going to immediately start trimming the fat with a couple of the roads here as well. It's not essential by any means, but it's never a bad idea. And doing this gives me better control over my people. Until I start using these areas for something, there's no real reason for people to need to be able to get over there. If anything, going as far back as this is already kind of more than people strictly need, but it's not worth trying to stop them. I'm also, for laughs, and because I think it makes the park a little nicer, going to connect this pathway back to the front of the map, because honestly, it just looks better, and more accurately, it gives me a good loop. If people get here, they're not going to become trapped and be stuck doing nothing. They're going to actually be able to get back here, or get back to the entrance, which should save me from getting people pissy that there's nothing to do or something. So there we go, we got our first ride. I mean, this park technically has two. Let's see, I'm going to change the colors up, because why not? That's fun. Yeah, black and red this time, because last night's was red and black. I still like the idea of coloring it blue, because then it kind of looks like it's actually on water, which, you know, is fun. I'm gonna grab my phone just in case. If you're wondering why I'm looking away from the stream to grab a phone of all things, it's really just because I like having my backup on me. Having a phone is here because I can't trust OBS at the moment, as it is a half-functional piece of crap. I mean, it's a good game. OBS is good. I sure as shit wouldn't pay for something like Streamlabs, especially knowing that they stole from OBS, allegedly. So, yeah, sorry, I'm especially not as good tonight with the stream, but hey, we'll play for a little while, see if anyone tunes in, and if they don't, I've got what I need. Gonna name this ride the Old Ship, because why not? I keep using the Jolly Roger name, and if that appears for a third time, I'm pretty sure the people watching the eventual video are gonna probably, well, maybe not riot by any means, but not like it. Let's see. This park needs more than just balloons, it needs bathrooms. And on top of that, it's never, to my knowledge, a bad idea building some other stalls. It might be. I don't know. Don't quote me. I'm not an expert by any means. I've just been playing the game forever, because it's fun. And hey, to the first viewer that popped by, hello. Hope you're having a nice night. And or day, or whatever time it is for you. If you don't know what we're playing tonight, we're playing a little bit of Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, because I'm trying to work on a video for it, and, well, this is a good way to both get experience streaming and watch, and, well, getting some extra background footage. Glad you stopped by. Let's see. I don't really need a fancy name. We honestly don't need to rename everything. I'm not going to rename the little crappy boat thing down there. But hey, I'm still gonna rename this Ferris wheel, because, you know, why the heck not? It's fun. Now that we got this, we got a good beginning of a park. It's not fancy. With these 3 rides, we're not gonna win, because there is always new roller coaster's coming. There is always some sort of achievement. Last night, I couldn't do it because I was too distracted talking to chat, because I am not good at this game. This one's a lot more simple, and it's also one that I've gotten before. If I can't beat Electric Fields tonight, I'll be a little disappointed in myself. It's really not a hard thing to do. We're going to start off actually right now by building a new roller coaster, because that just, you know, sounds like a fun time. And because roller coasters are always pretty good monetary goals. I'm going to see here what is the biggest thing I can build while staying more or less within the confines of this little square here. Is there really any reason to? Nah, but hey, it's fun. We're going to use actually one of these weird pieces, because that gives me the ability to kind of snap around a little further. It is extending out of the box, but, well, uh-oh. Staying within the box here was not going to be the most possible thing anyway. Well, that doesn't work. Let's see. If we bank to the other side... I don't mean to do a helix down. I mean to do a helix, yeah, small helix down. Let's see. Okay, that little building's gonna get in the way. It can go fuck itself then. There's no real reason to keep that around, as I don't, need it. Yeah, this will be a pretty basic coaster. It doesn't need to be anything too crazy, and honestly, especially this early on, it being a little simple is a good thing. The more needlessly complicated it gets, the more of a pain it is to build. And we're trying to make this as painless as possible. Will it be truly painless? Abso-fucking-lutely not, but hey, we'll try. This is our first little ride, or at least the first one that took more effort than just plopping it directly down and saying, you know, Bob's your uncle. This one I actually had to do incredible things like placing stuff. We're gonna let mine ride 1, which I'll probably rename to something, who knows. We'll let that sit around for a little bit and test. There isn't really any reason why it shouldn't work. I'm actually gonna kill it for now and see, can I get... Yeah, I can get 2 trains. How much would it be to get 3? I can't get 3. So instead we'll get as many cars, I'm sorry, on 2 trains as possible. Let us see. I think the looks perfectly nice. I'm gonna say the Mine Mountain. Why not? Mine Mountain sounds kind of nice. We're gonna test that as I attempt to find a way to get the entrance and exit out of here. This is going to be an incredibly tight fit, one that I'm not really sure is even strictly possible at the moment, but we'll see. If we go like this... No, that ain't possible either. This might not be strictly feasible, with the entrance and exit built the way it has been at the moment, but if we close not open it, if we close it and move the exit all the way down, no, okay, so what we're going to do is, instead, we're going to delete this on-ride photo op, and instead put another station platform. That way we can move the exit down to here. There's a very, very minor chance that will give me the ability to build out. It does not give me the ability to build out. We're doing the cop-out answer. And doing this. It's a cop-out because I didn't really intend to have to destroy parts of the layout to get it to work, but There is not a better option, so fuck it. We're going to extend this little bit of a station platform out until we can get it up to this height, which should be, yep, just enough to get it over and across the rails. I'll put it all the way up there to the front, because why not? And we can just immediately open it. To be fair, there is a chance that, like, the forces here are going to be too much or something, but that's relatively unlikely. This is a pretty down-to-earth coaster by all means. There's no wacky inversions, there's no, flips and fears and vomits. It's kind of just insane. But hey, that's totally okay for now. Let's see. I'd like to see some test results. Yeah, screw it. Yeah, let's get a little bit of music running in the background. That's always fun. Hello, other viewer. It's nice for you to pop in. I hope you are having a lovely evening, morning, afternoon, whatever time you are at. I hope you're having a good time. I am also going to quietly go into the options and turn the music volume down just a little bit. I like having the music playing in the background, and I hope you do too. But I also do want to... I don't want it to be a little too overpowering or anything. We're going to quickly pop into here and say, look at what people are thinking. They're quite happy, which is good. We're also going to order just a basic handyman and a basic mechanic, because, well, they're just safe options. The handyman makes sure that this place doesn't look like a shithole. If people barf or leave trash around or something, he'll pick them up and clean it. And the mechanic makes sure that if something breaks inevitably, it's unbroken as quickly as possible. Get out of the park. If you want to get out of the park, just get out of the goddamn park. I'm not going to stop you. I just really wish you, weren't here right now. We're kind of just chilling right now. We got a fairly decent little start. The roller coaster's making pretty good money, so we're going to increase its price up a little bit. A little bit of the max lateral Gs are fairly high. 2.97 is a lot. That is, Hey, Boom Razzle 28. I'm thankful for the offer, but I also, that's not really the sort of thing I want here. I'm sorry. Also, I didn't mean to just show my desktop. That's not really the sort of deals I want to do at the moment, man. I'm just kind of streaming for fun and to get some extra background video. But hey, thanks for anyway. And if you're watching at the moment, thanks for stopping by. Let's see, I wonder what else we can build. We don't have... 37,000 isn't like a tiny amount of money by any means, but it's also not like a whole lot. It could be pretty easy not to like survive off this at the moment, so we're gonna spend thousands and build a new really insane coaster. Because why not? Let's see, this will be a pretty fun little thing to build up tonight. I don't know, I want to build something that shoots itself to space. That sounds fun. And also, hopefully, it actually works. Because if it didn't, that would be a little sad. I really wish I could, like, do that. 6... Yeah. Yeah, doing a big roll like that might make it so, yep, it runs right under. Runs nearly into the poor people in the pond down below. I'm actually going to see if I can... banking that curve that steeply is going to probably shatter some poor person's spine. So we're going to actually try to bank it the other way. And have it actually gently incline. Yeah. If we go straight, we can't do a big incline, but a couple small ones does work a lot better. And now that we've hopefully not shattered the poor people's spines, I've run right under the border of the park, so I can't build anymore. Oopsie. Let's see. Let us see. Can we make it? I've literally did the exact same thing I did the first time, so no. No, we can't make it. Let's just try to rocket right past above the little lake this time. Maybe doing a little bit of loop to get some extra power. Before rocketing just a little bit up. I ran out of money. Unlike last night, where I took out a bigger amount of where I took out a bigger loan, which eventually just killed me. Or more accurately, it didn't like kill me over the long term. The problem is it made it so it was really fucking hard to be able to actually profit off the park. And doing that made it so I pretty much was fucked. If I can't profit off the park, I just straight up can't survive very well anyway, so. Oopsie. If you forgive me, chat, for one moment, I'm going to quickly clear the chat. Sorry that everything's kind of unprofessional at the moment. I just started streaming again yesterday. I'm learning the ropes, and even when I did used to do it, it was barely more professional, and it was honestly far more worse than what I'm doing right now. And right now, I'm not exactly a fancy streamer by any happenstance. Let's see. I like to be able to get maybe one more big loop around here, because I think that'd be really fun and pretty, before it ran back into the original station. Kind of it uses up a lot of this space. Oops. Mountain mine just broke down, which sucks. That's like our big fun ride for the moment, so losing that is kind of a pisser. But hey, well, that's why I went through the effort a couple moments ago to find to get a handyman. We'll try to do a couple, maybe one or two small drops here, as we wait desperately for money to roll back in. Okay, good. I was about to say, if that mechanic isn't fixing the goddamn ride by this point, I'm going to be a little upset. Because, well, I need him. I really desperately need that ride. This one does pretty well, too, monetarily. But the thing is, while both these are fairly popular, the roller coaster, because it just can hold so many more people, is so much better at actually taking people. The more people it can hold, sorry for the chair noise, the more money I make per second. And I need as much money per second as I fucking humanly can get. But, you know, it would also be really fun if this godforsaken thing was, like, actually moving. Sorry if I'm a little quieter tonight than I was last night. Oh, hey, I hate to say, but hey, it was fun being able to interact with chat last night, and that gave me a lot of the talking points I needed to go. I really hope that this can, like, work quickly, because if not, I might be tempted to do something as stupid as increasing my loan. Something that is incredibly goddamn stupid, and I shouldn't do, but it would also be a more for sure way of being able to actually afford to build this new ride. Altitude. What is a really good value? The umbrella doesn't count. But people are still queuing for both these, so before it becomes unpopular, may as well wring whatever money I can still get out of it. We're gonna actually have to do that little bit of a dip, so it doesn't totally snap the spines of the poor people on it. And let us see. I mean, again, hi, welcome to the waiting game. That's what a lot of this godforsaken game is. I love this game so much. Yeah, screw it, I'm just gonna increase my loan a little bit and go from here. Love this game, but God, does a lot of it just come down to just waiting after a while. But hey, that's why we're all together tonight. And hey, if you're watching out there, I hope you had a good, well, either Christmas or Sunday. I don't know if you believe it, I don't know if you celebrate Christmas or not, but hey, it is a holly jolly time no matter what. And the platform ran into it. I probably should have actually looked at what I was building. Oopsie. But it's also kind of insane to me that I'm spending so much on these rails. It's painful, and especially now that I went and increased the loan, it's going to be a little harder actually making back my money. But hey, once this ride takes off, hopefully we'll be able to afford a little bit more. Or not. I don't really know. Kind of just forcibly screwing around with this handyman here because gives me something more proactive to do. That's a lot of vomit over there. Oh my god. Let's see. It'd be fun if I'd have just a little bit more cash. We'll take a little bit of a path. I will cut up a couple pathways. I just want... Look, I want a big spiralizer for the exit, because I think that's funny. But also, I think the game doesn't think it's funny. Like, luckily, money is coming in. People are still happy with my rides. Yep, very clean, tidy. Yeah, I know. Okay, hey, you want to go on something more exciting? Shut up. You're on something more exciting now. It's better. It's fun. It's enjoyable now. Good. Corkscrew roller coaster. That's a corkscrew roller coaster. Kinda don't care. I mean, it's fun, but I'm trying to build this roller coaster, and it's becoming really expensive and very painful to be able to afford it. God, people are vomiting. Well, that makes sense. This park has a lot more intense rides than the last one I built. Let's see, where is Handyman 1? Let's get him over here. His domain will be mostly around here. And I'll probably get a Handyman 3 eventually, but that's not really in the affordability cards right this moment. If you're wondering why I just keep manually picking them up, I could rely on the AI, and honestly, especially for O2, the AI in this game is pretty fantastic, but I also don't really want to. If I try to rely on the, I could rely on them. That's far from, like, a death knell or anything. It just, I'd rather not. It's not worth the minor headache. If I can see where the bad thing is, I'd rather just move them there myself. Alright, it's good. Everything is going pretty decently so far. Both of our main rides are getting pretty decent lines. Yeah, the rowing boats and the merry-go-round aren't massively popular, but they also really don't need to be. If like me, you're at all into learning about, like, theme park history or anything, the roller coasters here, and the swinging ship to a lesser extent, are kind of our e-ticket attractions. They're the ones that are really there for guests. They are, back when Disney first opened, they had ticket books instead that you had to pay per ride instead of nowadays where you just pay one flat heavy fee, except they've kind of brought that back with their Genie Pass. It's bad. Why did you do that, Disney? Literally no one likes it, but I'm not Bob Iger, and Chapnick isn't the CEO anymore, so I don't know anymore. I'm not a smart Hollywood type. I'm some idiot Twitch streamer. And not even an especially good one at that. But hey. Let's continue building this ride up a little bit. I'm actually gonna, for laughs, make the path go over the rail here. Yeah, we'll do it like this. It's an incredibly oversized thing, and there's really no good reason to make it as big as I am. But it's fun. And if this is the, like, stellar hit I really hope it to be, it will be worth it to have this much. Because, hey, if it's popular, well, shit, people will pay. Rocket cars, how many? Okay, I can only get 9. That's fine. Even though, honestly, if I wanted to go back, I could probably make this pretty easily with brake blocks. And those would presumably work, but let's at least do a dry fire to make sure this damn thing even works in the first place. You know what? Because we have so much vomit going around, we're going to get a 3rd guy. And they're going to be dedicated to, well, yeah, just this area. Probably helps if that area wasn't already being serviced. That's an oopsie on my part. I'll give me that. I'll say that. That's a pretty intense drop for the beginning. That's why I'm kind of trying to do as many of these like softer banked curves as possible. It gives us, or it gives this, a better chance of it not just shattering people's spines. This is a pretty hard turn, and if anything in this park gets redlined for G-forces, that will be it. We're looking fairly high in some of those Gs. That ain't great. That's not strictly awful. If this is successful, this will be a very high-intensity coaster, which isn't a negative by any means. It's just something to consider. You don't want everything in your park being way too heavily intense. That kind of sucks. Handyman 2 is doing his job. Handyman 3 will be put on location very quickly. There he goes. Anyway, how are you doing? How are you guys tonight, chat? I hope you've had a good night. That intensity rating. Well, back to the drawing board. Okay, honestly, what's probably the best idea is to either shorten or straight just delete this loop at the back. It is almost assuredly where a lot of this extra intensity comes from, so I'm not going to kill the concept off entirely, because I like the concept of this, like, final spiral down, but I'm going to shorten it, and very much, I'm going to shorten it, because then it can't really become as much of a pain. Yeah. Okay, what we're also going to do is extend this a little bit further out. The hill doesn't start till right before the rails, and the down spiral starts pretty early. Sorry for being quiet, I'm trying to look right now. Okay, we'll try that. Also, because I am here, because we had to rebuild everything anyway, I'm going to look into doing maybe 1 or 2 brake sections. Doing that might just be able to boost the capacity of the ride just a little bit. Let's maybe see if A1 here... Block brake? Yeah, because then it'll stop, it'll be kicked off, go up this first hill, jump up this one. That should be good. I'm actually going to add 1 more, because I think it'd be a good idea, and also doing this also helps kick the intensity down a little bit. High intensity isn't bad by any means, but it is riskier, and this park doesn't really seem to want to be a high-risk one. Also, things broke down. Whoopee! My favorite. Glad for the music in the background. It's happy, it's upbeat, it's keeping us going. Keep me going, at least. Ooh, that and the water I got here. Is this... Does this hold less cars than before? Okay, then. In that case, we are rectifying our past decision. Fuck break blocks, then. Like, actually. Yep, nope, that's just... Yeah, I don't fully understand how the brake sections fully work here, if that ain't truly obvious already. We're gonna do one last quick test run. Hopefully, works well enough. If it doesn't, we'll fix it again. Also, because we are turning a pretty heavy profit, I'm going to try to that's not my finance tab. There's my finance tab. I'm gonna knock down my investment pretty heavily. Knocking down the loan means that I have there's just far less that I'm having to invest in. I am opening every tab but the one I mean to. Oh, there we go. Electric fields up at the top. Let's see. Our goal. You have inherited a small farm, and your challenge is to build a small theme park amongst the fields and farm buildings. You need to have at least 700 guests in your park at the end of October year 2, with a park rating of at least 600. It's currently July of year 1, which means we're pretty far into the first year. And we have just about 350 guests. That's not bad, that's not spectacular. I'm assuming if you were min-maxing this game to hell and back, you'd probably already have more people, but hey, I'm not min-maxing. I'm just trying to make a fun little retrospective on a game I really like. And in that case, it's okay not to be the best. Oh. This goddamn ride, this is gonna be the death of me, isn't it? It's this just massive money sink. Loop. Okay. This time, I am going to go here and increase a little bit. Continue circle. There aren't blocks. What? Wait, what? Yeah, what? RCT2, what are you doing, man? What happened? But anyway, now this should work a little bit better. While that's running in the background, I'm gonna do a little bit of fun modifications to them. Make the carts look a little clearer. Yeah, I'm trying to get a color that would just kind of like quietly hide into the background. Yeah, the brown looks decent enough. The idea is you want to look like you're flying away. So we're gonna call it something legally different enough, but still, clear. It's Star Mountain. Star Hill would have probably been the better joke, but I'm not funny. Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna probably play till this park is completed tonight, because that's a good enough getting off point. God, 90% of what I'm playing tonight is just managing these damn things. Fuck. The intensity rating is pretty high, and for an excitement rating, that's not great. We're going to close it one last time. I'm just going to rebuild pretty much all of this part. It's so intense that it's never going to be, like, usable. I think it'd be a decent idea to bank the curves here. Banking these should give me a, not exactly soft roll, but something that's far less intense than than the previous designs have used, which should make it a little softer. And in general, rolling these curves is only going to help keep it going. Let's see. That looks good. Yeah, we'll throw an on-ride photo section because we got the money. This is the final attempt for Star Mountain there is. It's already been kind of blandified because out of fear, so Hopefully it looks a lot better. And wow, oh my tap dancing god, there's so much puke. This park is disgusting. Honestly, most of the money I'm making now is being invested, it seems, strictly into not anything massive or important. Just cleaning up the goddamn vomit, which is funny because I really only have one ride that truly, like, vomits a ton. Also, who puked down here? I hate you. You are so mean. Running out of cash. Yeah, well, hey, thank you for running out of cash, person in my park. That's good. Really like to see test results already. So we are going to go space style. Okay, there we go. Hell, hey, it even has a higher excitement rating than the previous versions. That's actually really cool. That's nice. I also picked up another viewer. Hey, welcome. Hope you're having a very good night, afternoon, and or morning, depending on whatever time zone you happen to find yourself in. If you can't tell already, we're playing a little bit of Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. I'm doing this tonight, and admittedly also last night, because I want to be able to make a video eventually talking about the game. And collecting footage like this is a fun way to kill two birds at once. And hey, hopefully listening to me chat a little bit, just talking a little bit, trying to explain what game I'm playing and how I'm playing it. Hopefully that's relatively, I don't know, soothing, entertaining, whatever you want. Star Mountain is doing pretty good. That's really good. It probably helps. It's one of the cheapest rides in the park, but I'm also going to jack up the price so it's not as cheap anymore. So this is nice. We got a pretty stable little park here. It seems to do a pretty decent job. We got a high rating. To gain some extra people, if I can find the correct tab, I cannot because I'm bad at this game. Finance tab. Woo! We're going to do a couple little marketing campaigns. I'm going to do this mostly because it'd be really nice to get a couple. I don't have enough cash. I'll give it a second till I have enough cash. I still don't have enough cash. There we go. I'm doing these marketing campaigns because I have to get, what is it, I think. Wrong tab. Sorry. Still the wrong tab. Still the wrong tab. I'm sorry if I'm doing especially bad tonight seeing things. I require glasses. I'm pretty goddamn blind without them. And my only remaining pair broke. The lenses popped out and I wasn't able to actually get them back in, so I'm going to be a little slow to respond and read literally anything tonight, because I am bad. I need to go fix that. So that'll be fun. I hope you lovely listeners and or viewers out there are not struggling with stupid things like that, as it is a rat bastard not being able to see. Actually, probably shouldn't admit this because I really shouldn't be doing this, but I did drive, admittedly with someone else in the car, and very slowly for a short distance, without my glasses tonight, right after they broke, because we needed to get home. That was really not fun. Well, if anything, that proved how important it is for me to wear my glasses and to not drive without them. Okay, good. We're making we're pretty tidy profit right now. Excuse any random noises I make that aren't vocals. The old ship's, I wonder if it's worth keeping. It's not doing as well anymore. To my knowledge, rides after a little while stop really, like, getting loved as much. Oh yeah. I forgot that refurbishing was a feature in this game, so we're gonna go over here. Yeah. Once it's empty, we'll refurbish the old ship. It deserves to be. And honestly, I might do Mine Mountain too. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna close both the old ship and Mine Mountain. They both are, you know, worthy of a refresh. They can still be pretty popular, but they are getting a little old in the tooth. And that means for the game, they deserve immediate fucking execution. In other terms, they don't do as well. Our park is really bustling right now. That's really cool. Okay, good. Now that Mine Mountain is finally empty, we will quickly refurbish it. That's very expensive. I'm going to take out a quick loan because I'm not even really going up to original loan prices here. Ride doesn't need to be refurbished. That's awesome. I spent the money, so now we'll reopen Mine Mountain. Hopefully now that these two are refurbished, hopefully now that these are refurbished, they'll start pulling in a slightly bigger line again, especially with how much... Sorry again for the chair noise. My chair is awful. I'll buy a better chair soon, I promise. Ooh. Time to increase how much people are paying. It's gonna be $5 per umbrella because fuck you. Handyman 1 goes here to pick up the can that someone so rudely threw. Yeah, people ain't gonna go and fucking anything while it's raining. That sucks. But hey, so is life. I mean, we really only have like one gentle ride and no one really rides on it anyway. Actually, especially because nobody's in the queue. I'll quickly refurbish the Ferris wheel. It's not gonna do much. It's really not going to actually make the ride that much more popular, but why not? Also, hey, if you haven't already heard quick trigger warning for flashing lights, the lightning effects in this game, I'm really sorry, I should have put it somewhere. They're kind of intense. If you're susceptible to seizures and the like, be careful. I'm not trying to kill people tonight. That ain't really my intention. Oh yeah, I'd love to build them on top like that. Honestly, that'd be pretty funny in my opinion. We're gonna throw down another fairly bog standard ride here. It's just a twist. I don't really know why I'm allowed to test these. The thing is, rides like these three, they can't really change that much to my knowledge. Yeah. They can't really do that much to change, so what are they gonna, like, do? Yeah, we'll let that play rock-style music. And this one's space music. Because that's a thing. Wow! Star Mountain, see, is really popular, which means it's gonna be really expensive! Because, hey, if people like it, they'll pay a lot of money to go on it, and they'll pay a lot of money that I could use for things. That's the wrong command. I didn't really mean to open that specifically. Let's go grab Handyman 1. This isn't Handyman 1's area, but fuck it. I don't care. Yeah. Let's see, I'd really like to put a ride... God damn. I'm going to hire a 6th Handyman literally just for this section. That's all. Admittedly, that's probably about as big as sections should normally be, to my knowledge, but... I don't know, man. There's probably a better way to do what I'm doing, but... hey, it's effective enough for me, so... I'd really like to be able to have something back here, but, like, I'm not really making enough to invest in a new ride at the moment. Okay, but goddamn, if Star Mountain is going to be making this much, I'm going to increase, not to $8, not over $8. That's pretty high. But hey, they'll pay for $8. I'm also going to make the on-ride photo. Let's make it like $4. Why not? This is the big breadwinner. I mean, a lot of rides in this park do decently, but... Yeah, I know you've been queuing for Star Mountain for ages. I'm sorry, little buddy boy. I don't control the queues. Like, yeah, I'm sorry that the most popular ride can only hold, like, 2 people per car. I mean, it can hold an abysmal 18 riders at once, hypothetically. Let's see. You know what? Screw sensibility. We'll take out a slightly higher loan again. Let's build a new course. Let us see. I don't mean to look through sports. I need to look through scenery. Let's build a new ride. We're gonna edit this area just a little bit for our new little ride here, the Barnstormer. That's probably what I'll call it. Oh, what? Get on path, you dum-dums. Fuck up. I'm gonna pick you up or I'm gonna castrate you. How did you get over there? Get out of here. Fuck you. Fuck you. Get out of here. Get out of my park. You're not allowed anymore. I hate you. I hate you with all of my heart. I can't remember what that's even a ref. You ever... Hey, chat. You ever just start saying things? Like, you pick up a reference from somewhere, but you don't, like, actually remember what the hell it's a reference to or who made it originally. It just becomes, like, part of your lexicon. Either way. Good Lord Almighty. It's really a shame that Star Mountain is my best-selling thing. Because it sucks. With a maximum of, like, 18 riders at once, there's not really much I can even really do. The thing is, I might make $8 per ticket, but seeing that I can only get, like, maybe whatever 4 times 8 is per group of people hopping on board, I'm not exactly, you know, living pretty. But whatever, we'll survive. We're going to... I don't really want to go too high over the original loan. I know, like, that's... Like, yes, thank you, game. I know that the queues are bad. I'm trying to fix them by, like, building another ride that guests might actually want to ride. Problem is, that takes time and money. So, what am I doing here? Yeah. I'm gonna do one more increase into the loan. Doing it this far is dangerous, and I wouldn't really recommend to others, but it's also getting relatively late in the first year. I kinda need to start making more money, because I'd like this park to be successful. So, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully all will be well. If not, well... If not, this is still decent enough content. And hey, to those watching live, I hope you've had a decent enough time sticking by me right now. I'm glad you guys were able to come by. We got a lot of handymen just running around the park. Gonna ask number 4, for whatever reason, I guess, to clean up. Who is whining? Yeah, we really need more things. Also, people aren't gonna buy these maps anymore. That's a shame, but okay. Yeah, I'm making plenty anyway, so whatever. See, this is why we don't, like, increase our loan too dramatically. It gets just too goddamn hard to actually be able to afford to do anything if you do this. Which sucks. Because building stuff is fun. And also, besides just that, it's the way that, like, you survive. So. This little Barnstorm, as I believe I'm going to call it, is a pretty simplistic little ride. But that doesn't make it bad by any means. If anything, it not being too wild is both going to... Well, hopefully it'll save me from having to make as many iterations as I did with Star Mountain back here, and because it can hold a hell of a lot more people per cart, hopefully, it won't have the same queuing issues that Star Mountain's currently running under, because, yeah, that's bad. I don't normally, I don't want to force that on my guests. But, hey, they're the ones that really want to... They're the ones sitting in the queue, so, I don't know. Whose fault is it? Let's see. I really don't like doing this, because this is going to be... yeah, this is going to cut, like, a couple people off. But, hey... you can watch the construction from a safe zone. You need to tear this area apart. Oopsie daisy. If you're wondering why I'm picking up and moving these guys back to the spaces, the issue is they need to be on these spaces or they cannot, like, do anything. Guests are really only intended... what in the hell? Guests are really only intended to go on paths. You can pick them up and move them off of paths and onto, like I'll do with little Vivian here. They can walk around, but they're not going to be happy if you do that. So I gotta make paths for them. Shit. Sorry if you heard that phone ringing in the background, that notification of mine. That's not, maybe not professional, but whatever. And then, oh my god, I can't even afford a station platform. Can I have... thank you. Oh, thank the maker! Got the exit there, entrance over here, and with that we're going to do a little bit of extra quick modification. But at the same time, I am going to test the car. So we're going to do a couple last-minute repairs. I like trying to make the thing a little faster. And yeah, I like the idea of having two trains. Two trains, because the thing is, even on a ride with far more capacity like this, still a good idea to have the extra, that little bit of extra capacity, just in case. We're also going to build up and around here. I can't even afford this. We're gonna... not really sure what I want to do with the Barnstormer's entrance just yet. Especially because I can't really afford to do anything too avant-garde. But I would like to make it big. This is kind of my direct response to Star Mountain being way too goddamn popular. So I needed to also have... the thing is, this can't happen again. That is bad. That is really bad for just the sanity of my poor guests. And if they're not happy, they'll get angry and leave. And I need their money, and I also need them to be here. Their money's nice, but I really want to have a specific amount of guests by the end of time, so that's good. We'll close it. It also has to be re-christened into the the Brian Stormer. Sure. Here you can pretend to storm Brian Griffin from funny TV show Family Person. If I was funny man Seth MacFarlane, that would be a trans joke probably, but I'm not a funny guy. I'm just funny. Not actually, but hey. But hey, I can't, build down. Oh. Ah! Why is this hard? Why must being hard? I still don't really know what the fuck I'm doing right now with this path. Fuck it, this is the dumbest thing ever. Yeah. Here. Okay, Brian Stormer, you're open. To hopefully positive enough attention. Mostly so this poor goddamn thing stops getting so much action. It really doesn't need it. It's nice. Now, it's nice that it's popular. It's definitely raking in guests, but it's also a danger to my finances. This also really has to be knocked down, but particular ride, I have just about enough money to do it for the Brainstormer. We'll do that before I can get knocked back down to hell. The issue is with the... Sorry. With the queue all the way over there, it becomes more and more of a problem of... You know what, Handyman 4... We're going to slowly start redoing all of these. I'm going to slowly retrofit a lot of these paths, because they're just bad. Let's see. 2 is going to mostly just do this, as this is a pretty populated area. 3. We're going to erase 3. Really, I'm going to make 3 really just do this. Yeah, these 2. These are good sections. 1, we're going to pick up and move over here. I really want 1. Ooh, yeah, cutting down on what 1's doing. Cuts down on a lot of stuff. 1's going to be responsible for just around this area. Simplifying this hopefully means that my handyman won't be off to God knows where as much. And while it probably won't mean I'll be able to downsize at all, it probably at least means that what I'm paying for will be more efficient, which would be really positive. I don't really need a second person here, so Handyman 6. We're going to go to 7 here, delete what 7's doing, and then fire poor Handyman 7. 6 will be reinforcements for these areas, and that should hopefully be enough. I'm not sure, but hey, can't be too much worse than current, right? Okay, good. Brainstormer is doing pretty well. We're going to immediately cushion it with a much higher price tag because it needs to start making its keep. It's a good ride, but it also is way too expensive. We're also going to give people a little bit of freedom with Star Mountain. I'm not going to charge as much for it. That's silly. 3, I believe, was covering this area. Why not? Also, hey, 3, clean up this area. Let's see. People gotta go to bathrooms. We'll add 1 or 2 more bathrooms across the park, so those aren't too expensive. I'll add in a bathroom sitting here. Why not? And let's make this a new development into an area. Do more fun shit around here. Got any gentle rides that seem fun? I mean, a merry-go-round is just a classic. It's not gonna make me millions, but it's another fun, low-intensity ride that maybe a couple people will enjoy. It even has some cute music to go along with it. Next to it, we'll add a bathroom under Brainstormer. And let's throw a burger barn. A burger barn. That's good. Now we got... The thing is, now people have more reasons to hang out in these areas. It's not a ton, and it probably won't totally... yeah, this is your area. It's not a ton, and it, honestly, I should build up this area probably a lot more now. But that's not the biggest concern right now. We're now heading straight into year 2, meaning that we only have so much more time. Of our 2 little goals, we're doing fantastically with our park rating. We only need to get a park rating of 600. We have a park rating right now of just under 900. If I can find where that is. That's really good. Guests in Park. We're not bad. We need to get up... We need just under 200 more, which is going to be a bit of an ask. That's not insignificant. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of painful. And what I'm gonna do to kind of massage the situation a little bit, I'm going to rebuild. Well, I'm not gonna rebuild. I'm gonna cut down the queue for Star Mountain a lot. It's not a bad ride by any means, but we don't need it to be as big as it currently is. So, If people are queuing, I'm going to kill these two off. Or not kill them, but I am going to temporarily pull them off so they can be both refurbished. I am also going to quickly pay back a little bit of my loan. Just the thing is, the 10,000 that you start off with, that's a safe bet. You don't really need to go much below that. I really like how cheap it is to refurbish these rides. Refurbishing, to the best of my knowledge, just Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, to my knowledge, has a little mechanic where, like, over time, as rides age, they won't just become more prone to breaking down, but they'll also be... Guests will also enjoy them less than newer rides, so to my knowledge, refreshing them probably helps fix that a little bit. I might be wrong. I have no idea. But it's probably not the dumbest thing. I'm gonna let my mountain run while it's just... The issue is it's too expensive to kill it off, apparently. Or it's too expensive to repair it, funnily enough. So we're not going to try to fix that right now. I'll slowly accrue another grand. Honestly, Mine Mountain probably wouldn't be the dumbest thing to refresh as well right now. Except that it costs so much fucking more to refresh, oh my god. You know what, so far I'm happy. This is a pretty good little park. Got a decent amount of guests. I'm going to still try to boost that up a little bit more before we go. But it's not bad. Let's see, Splash Mine. I'm not gonna... As you can kind of see there, there are a lot of, like, pre-built options that you can use, and they're definitely fine. I just really like building my own, and by building your own, you can kind of wrangle in the price a bit better. It's not going to be perfect, and it's definitely going to be more expensive than... Building a full track ride is still far more expensive than just doing nothing. But, hey, it's not the worst idea. I'm gonna build just a little vlog flume here. It's not really the most insane ride someone's ever created. Mostly because I'm trying to be a little bit budget with this one, because we're not exactly flush with cash at the moment. We're not doing poorly, but we also could definitely stand to make a couple extra bucks more. It's nice to see, though, that the Brian Stormer is doing amazingly. A lot of people are running out of cash. I mean, that sucks. I'm sorry for you. But I also don't have the tools to, like, fix that. I don't got, like, an ATM. You guys are just broke. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. Let's see. Sorry if my commentary is kind of dying down. I don't exactly have, like, a set amount of things I like and I enjoy talking about. If for some reason anyone in chat wants to pipe up, if you got, like, a question, comment, concern, or anything, yeah, hey, send it in. I love being able to interact with chat here. And it'd be really nice if the only person that talked in chat tonight wasn't just some random robot. Or some random bot trying to advertise their get-rich-quick schemes. Which, you know, hey Ma, I made it! I got my first bots on Twitch trying to harass me. Yay! I'm actually going to switch the entrance and the exit. Because why not? The thing is, I kind of... Ooh, a swinging inverted ship. The idea of this is kind of just slowly start building up a little bit more around here. That's one Handyman. Handyman 1. We're losing guests. No! That's really bad because I can't afford to lose guests. There we go. Got a basic little footpath, and we got a new ride! Holy shit! A new ride! People might enjoy, like, using that or something like that. Holy swear word, Batman! Animan 2 is going to be my little guinea pig to pick up some trash and garbage while we're at it. Just kind of clean the park up just a little bit. Let's see, where is that? Yeah, that swinging inverted ship. I really like thrill rides. Well, funnily enough, I actually really do not like thrill rides in person. My friends will attest to this. I am a baby when it comes to them. Actually, the really funny thing, I love Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. That's the whole reason, like, why I'm here tonight. I've played this game for so many hours, and I love it so much that I'm trying to make a video talking about it. But you know, the funniest thing, I've almost never been to an actual theme park before. I'm not really an enjoyer of them. I love, like, their history. And I am admittedly a pretty big fan of Disney's parks. And by Disney's parks, I mean strictly Disneyland. I've been to only Disneyland and Disney World, and I mean, Disney World's fine. It's just an overpriced, oversized Disneyland. Let's call this Tunnel of Love, why not? What? Oh, fuck, that would... Sorry. I got dum-dum brain. Tunnel of Love. Let's see. You got like they're not the ride. You're the ride. There haven't been test results yet. I'm continuously confused with this ride. I love... Oh yeah, back to my original point. Why do I say I like thrill rides, like these swinging ships? The reason is that in this game, these are really convenient excuses to just kind of win. Roller coasters are big and expensive, and while they are the best bet overall, they do have probably the best return on investment in general. These thrill rides are really quick, are really good, like, quick band-aid options almost. They don't cost that much to build, and they provide... I mean, look at this. People are just lining up. They used to line up for that a lot, too. They're not anymore. Actually, as much as I, like the history, it's a better deal to just kill this. And now I'm gonna put... screw it, I'll just put a new swinging ship in. New boat. New boat. I got a new boat. The reason why I'm doing that is I'm just too lazy to try to refresh it. It's not... It'd be possible to, but god, it'd be more of a pain in my ass, and it's really worth. It's kind of funny to me that people have to make such a long walk. There's also transportation rides. The issue is, I'd love to make transportation rides because I like train, but they just, no one rides them. They're not exciting, they're not fun, I guess. Are any of these, like, preset ones fun? I can afford a couple. Wow. This is basic AF. I'm not gonna cop out, but I am going to probably build one of these. They're not a bad idea. They're a pretty simple... It's not, like, fancy, but this little road, this little, like, car ride will give... It's cheap, it's fun. It will give... The thing is, it'll give the people that, like, just walk into the park something to do. I also remember loving these sorts of rides. The few times I actually, like, went to amusement parks. The few times I actually really did go to amusement parks as a kid. Because, you know what? I just like driving. Hell, I like driving so much that I fought tooth and nail to be able to take my driver's license tests during the pandemic. Which, I got it. To be fair, that's not just me wanting to drive a lot. I legitimately kind of needed my license. Me being able to drive was a pretty useful utility for my family and I, so hey, it's really convenient that I like to drive a lot, because I drive a lot. I cargo a lot. Gonna put our entrance and exit here. Yabba dabba doo. Car ride. It's the car ride. Don't stop testing. With, like, something like this, I'm never gonna get, like, horrible G-forces or anything. It's just gonna work. kind of just works. Let's see. Log flume. Yeah, that's fine. The log flume doesn't have to be exactly the most exciting thing in the universe. It just kind of has to exist. Its job is more to just sit pretty. We're getting actually pretty close to the end of the game, hopefully. I hate to admit, it would be kind of nice for this to wrap up. I've gotten, hopefully, a lot of good footage out of this. I won't be 100% sure till later, and I actually, like, try to... What? If you can't tell what I'm doing, there's a stupid little goddamn bit of decoration in my way. There we go. The bastardos want to get out of my way. There we go. Yeah. Thing is, with the park coming, with like the day coming to a close, us, kind of running out of time before the big exit, I'm just kind of trying to spam as much fun shit as I can before the end. Especially because I really want to be able to get a shot of the game congratulating me, like saying, hey, you got... Ooh, I knocked over my water. Sorry for being so loud. I'd like to be able to get a shot of the game, because if you succeed in your park's goal, if you succeed in your park's goal, the game celebrates you a little bit, like, oh hey, well, all the little people walking around and clap for you, and I think that'd be an important thing to get a shot of. I'm gonna do something funny here. I'm gonna try to build this ride on top of another. I'm gonna build this ride on top of another, but more immediately. I want this to be kind of a little kiddie coaster. It's not meant to be anything too insane or anything. It's mostly just, it's there to check off a box, I have this sort of space usable, I want it to be filled with something. And building a relatively simple low-intensity building a simple, relatively low-intensity ride is a good enough idea. Okay, hey. Let's see, I'm gonna replace a couple little bits of track here. Like, this section should probably all be, these little buggers. I'm also going to run this around to here. And then, what? There we go. Entrance on this side, exit on the other. Simple as that. Yeah, Bob's your uncle. Very basic little platform down. That's okay. Very simple little platform that's going to be a little more complicated than I originally thought because I am dumb. Let's see. Okay, well, we're not building over that, so we'll just go under. Hopefully with this being a little kiddie ride, more of a kiddie ride, kinda, it's not meant to be the most intense thing in the world, it's kinda just a fun stat filler. Okay, if it's gonna be like that, then we're gonna do these. If you're wondering why I keep building these queues so long, yeah, I want as many people to be able to ride as possible. Why did that jump? There we go. We'll open this, christen it the Little Dipper. And bada bing, bada boom. We got a cute little ride. It's not crazy. It's not, gonna win awards probably for the coolest fucking ride in the park. But it's also gonna be a pretty simple, pretty easy, pretty basic little ride that people will enjoy. which is my whole point here. I just like trying to make people happy. That's why I'm streaming, that's why I'm playing this game, that's why I want to work on the video. I'm going to build one little last funny quick thing, this circus. Because, what? 2 high supports. I'm going to build this little circus over here. Because I think it'd be a nice last little second edition. And then I'm going to build what I want to be kind of the final ride. Will it be the last successful ride? I don't know. I mean, it's not going to be that successful because this game is kind of not coded perfectly. Look, here's the thing. I love Chris Sawyer, the man who pretty much handcrafted the first 2 Roller Coaster Tycoon games. But these games are also not the cleanest, so the issue is with transportation rides. They don't work correctly. The issue is the guests don't see them as like a method of transportation. They see them as another fun ride. But because there's not a whole ton that you can do intensity-wise with like a train, it's not exactly gonna be the craziest. But that doesn't mean I'm not gonna try. Let's see. Yeah. Let's look through. That's vegetation. I don't really mean to look through that. If I look through scenery for a second, yeah, I think this little building. I'm going to actually delete that path, but I think this little building would make a really good little train station. We're going to barrel our way through a couple things here. And the thing is, I want to build a little railroad that runs around the length of the whole park before we get going tonight. It's not really going to probably be an especially popular ride. It's not going to probably return a giant investment on me, but hey, it's cute. And also, I really love trains, so yeah. Shit, though, I'm not really sure this is going to be possible. I'm not sure this is going to be possible in the original method I planned. But luckily, we can build these rails up a little bit. Kind of just have the train kind of sneak over. It's kind of, in my opinion, it's always been kind of fun when in this game things kind of line up on top of each other. I just, think it looks cool. We go down here. We can have the train run across there. Now we're gonna have to act, pretty rapidly. Hey, we actually can, make enough height and time to cover up. This is great. We're in June of the final year. I'm gonna jinx myself horribly here, I get it, but there's usually not a ton that can fuck me at this point, I hope. At this point, the park is running pretty much about as smooth as clockwork. I'll hire another handyman, because why the hell not? I'll hire a mechanic, because why the hell not? And these are the worst ways to do not buy them. I'm going to buy an entertainer, because why the hell not? Handyman 7's just going to run around the park. I don't really care about him. He's not necessary, but I thought it'd be a good idea to have a few more anyway, so hey. Okay, well, shit. Yeah, the only issue with building something like this is it immediately starts running afoul of so many different things in the park. Because the issue is also, because it's a train, it's not exactly designed to have as, tall of supports as anything else. This is a full-blown steam locomotive. They don't exactly expect you to be running these things hundreds of feet in the air. I would have kind of liked to wrap around the park more like that, but that's going to be kind of a really big pain in the ass to do, so we're not going to. This area is probably going to be one of the most boring, strictly for the train, as it's just running. I guess I'll do, some funky, smooth S-bends to give it a little bit of, give it a little feeling of moving, because it's a train, it does move. Correction, I'm not going to do that. I'd like to be able to afford to finish the ride, please. Thank you, game. It's kind of a race against the clock at this point. We've made a pretty successful little park. I might, if there's time after this, throw one last roller coaster, like a quick build over there. Because I think that'd be nice. I think it'd look nice. It'd be a good way to kind of tie together this whole park. And then, like, you know, everything I built would have been within the boundaries of the rails. Kinda. Yeah, I know that this doesn't really fit, but I also don't care. The beautiful thing, though, is also because we're this late into the game, I, like, don't have to worry about funds at all. Or more actually, while I would like more money as it help with to build new things, I'm not, like, desperate. I'm not hurting for cash. This isn't, you know... We have enough... There's a stable enough base here that, like, it'd be really hard to, like, permanently ruin things now. It's far from impossible. I very much could fuck it up if I wasn't smart. I'm also not gonna throw multiple stations on it. Again, while newer games like Planet Coaster, which is a pretty good option if you have a faster computer and want to be able to play a Roller Coaster Tycoon-esque game. I mean, you can just play this, but if you don't want to, if these graphics are a little simple for your modern tastes, then that's a good option. The reason why I bring that up is that game has transport rides that work correctly. Guests actively see them as what they are, a method of transportation. So if you open up multiple stations, they will get off at, well, different stations. They'll use the rides to transport themselves across the park. In Roller Coaster Tycoon 1, because it just straight up isn't old enough, it's just straight up too old to, like, fully understand, guests don't usually, they don't understand what, like, they don't really understand fully what the fuck a transport ride is. So this isn't really designed to be a ride to transport people around. This is just if you want, like, a little relaxing train ride across the park. That's what it is. But I like trains. I want an excuse to be able to, I want an excuse to build a train, so hey, here we go. There we go. And with that, the miniature railroad is completed. That's pretty large, holy shit. I'm going to, in proper knockoff Disney style, paint these all a glorious, beautiful red color. And I'm going to do the thing I keep repeatedly saying to not do, that I keep doing, because I'm crazy and dumb. Hey, I've received an award, yay. I'm gonna probably increase my loan one last time. If you don't do it too far past the original, and by too far past, I really mean if you don't do it much over, like, $1,000 extra, which, to be fair, I'm not. It's a safe enough bet. But yeah, let's build one last ride, just for the hell of it. We don't strictly need to. We could very easily afford at this point to not build anything and just coast with our current success to the end. But I like roller coasters. This is a fun little thing to build. So yeah, let's build a little... we got the Little Dipper. Now we need the big one. We need the Big Daddy. We need the Big Dipper. So we're going to build this pretty high. I'd really like for... Yeah, I can run it right across the train's tracks there. Goes into a little bit of a bend. It rockets back up just a little bit. Hey, can we make more money quickly so I can, like, afford to do this? Thank you. Goes back up for a little, for a hot and steamy second. Oh shit, I'm out of, like, paths to carve out. I'm just kind of stuck. Oopsie daisy. I can thin up those paths a little bit. Does a little curve. I'm probably going to have it drop down here, splash into some water, then turn around. basic. The thing is, it's July. We only then have August and September until we hit the end game in October. And at that point, well, game's over. Game's over, and stream will be over too. I'm really glad, though, you guys were able to tune in. It's always fun being able to stream. You know, living the dream. Playing a game I enjoy, talking to people, or talking at people. Come on. Fine. Do not do what I'm doing. Increasing your loan this much is stupid. But yeah, don't do what I'm doing. Increasing your loan to the amount I have is stupid and just dangerous. But because once we're done here tonight, I'm going to just not delete the park, but I'm going to probably just abandon the park to the winds of time. I don't really have to care too badly if it's profitable or not at this point. It's being profitable enough for what I've needed it to do. It will have made its little goal. We have 816 guests, and, well, I don't know exactly for sure, but a fucking lot of money. I deleted the exit. I'm not smart. Oh wait, no I am. That's fine. Well, I'm not smart, but I didn't delete the exit. I'm not as dumb as I previously thought I was. Animan 5, clean up, you fuck. You're so close. Okay, cool. Those two pads. Go straight. This is maddening. I just want to be able to, like, build a ride, please. I didn't know that I'd be pulling, like, so many hairs just to afford to be able to build one goddamn thing. Okay, great. We did it. Whoop-de-doo. We build the Big Dipper. We also have all of 3 inches to properly house the 2 buildings. Oh god. Because I mean, no, don't. Fuck. There we go. God damn. My mountain just broke down. That's actually kind of impressive, not gonna lie. That the ride has acted without problems for this long. Okay, with the Big Dipper christened. No, I don't want that few. Give me 2 trains, baby. Thank you. With that christened under its new banner. Yeah, it's crowded here. Sorry, gamers. I don't care. Shut the fuck up. Walk around somewhere else. Yeah, this is a really good little park. Yeah, there's still a lot of unincorporated land. That's totally fair. I forgot to turn this out of a test run. I know no one's gonna ride this, but wow, damn, I should at least give people the chance to ride it, eh? Because this ride runs perfectly fine, and I'm not hurting for people or cash, I'm just going to allow it to run. No reason not to. We're in July of the final year. No test results, but none of those are terribly controversial stats. I'm gonna do a little bit of a final moment. Yeah, I know it's crowded. I should probably not allow big bottlenecks there, but whatever. Oopsie. You know what? Fuck it. Here's our 3rd new boat. Our 3rd boat. Boat 3. Boat 3. Boat 33. Yeah, why not? Disney got Club 32, I got Boat 33. Get on my level, Walt. Hey, that's actually really good. The Big Dipper is actually probably one of my most consistently good coasters here. That's nice. We'll get some nice last-minute fanfare. I'll knock down the loan a little bit. And for laughs, because it's the last couple days, we'll do just a lot of advertisements. We're gonna advertise for the Big Dipper. We're gonna market for... not gonna market for the park itself just yet. We'll do... free Big Dipper. Why not? That should work really well together. Here, you can get a free hot dog, you fucks. I don't have $100. Damn. I didn't know this game was reflecting real life. And then the final one, advertising for the entire park. This is going to take a second or two to be able to afford in the first place. But, oh shit, he was about to get that anyway. But hey, whatever. Also, sorry if my mic is peaking. I'm still really getting used to all this and haven't set up a lot of things properly. I'm also all of like 2 or 3 weeks away from moving and having to reset everything, so give me a little bit of space. Things will be better come, if you're listening and you're willing to come by more times, the streams will hopefully start improving by the end of like January. By that point, I'll be able to get you guys a more consistent schedule. I'll start streaming more often. It won't just be last-minute little hack and slashes. But, hey, we finally made the requisite $700. And with that, we're kind of done. I mean, all we need to do now is to allow the clock to run out. I'm gonna build a hedge mage now. Fuck it though. Yeah, I am gonna build a hedge. That's not a hedge mage. Last ride, hedge mage, maze. I've never built a hedge mage before. I don't really know what its point is. I don't think people like ride these much. Entrance. Exit. Yay, that's a maze, right? I built maze. Oh god, there's no way in hell people are getting in that. Edit. What have I done wrong? Wow, I'm sorry. Of all things to fail, how the fuck did I screw up a maze? But yes. Okay. This is gonna be a pretty boring, pretty bland maze. But it's also a maze, so I'm not sure what people were like going to expect. It's like, this isn't fancy. Alright, we'll place the entrance there, the exit there. Yeah, it's pretty much a straight shot, but honestly, I mostly just want to be able to use all the land I have. Kind of... oh boy, a lot of things are breaking down. Hey, we got 2 of you. We got 3 of you now. Is anyone actually on the ride? Oh. You know what? I'm impressed. I legitimately didn't know that there would be people riding these rides. What about this? Wow, I genuinely did not think that the train, the little transportation train going around the town, would actually have 18 riders on it and would be out doing this little boat ride down here. Anime 8 is literally just going to deal with this section. Dealing with shit late game is, like, just kind of... or, like... the game kind of gets tiring at this point specifically, because I'm so close to the end. And while this is a game that could go on forever, I'm not trying to make it go on forever. And also, I'm tired, man. It's just past midnight my time. Are people enjoying the maze? Yes. I can't afford. How much is even Ferris wheel? People are whining about its price. It's $1! Shut the fuck up. Fine, I'll refurbish it, why not? I guess see if anyone will be interested in actually going on it. Got a pretty successful little park here. That's nice. I wonder if we go here to park information. Oh, I can make this bigger. We got a total of 17 total rides, with 2 of them, the Circus and Ferris wheel, having no people on them. That's fair. I kind of just built the circus for shits and giggles. Ferris wheel is sad, but why not? Little Dipper, well, yeah, don't tell me Little Dipper only has like 8 people. It has more than just 8 people. What the fuck has 44 on it? Ow. No. What has 44 riders on it? Mine Mountain. Really? This old thing? It's like the oldest ride is still alive in the park, and yet people are gobbling it up. I'm gonna spend my last little bits of money just throwing down some fun stalls. Get a t-shirt stand, why not? I like the county fairs I used to go to at older county fairs. They have tons of this shit. They thrive on just awful little things. I'm sad there's no corn dog option in this game. Corn dogs are like my life when I go to state fairs and the like. I mean, I don't. Well, I do. I went with friends this summer. That was fun. I mean, it sucked for being the state fair of one of the biggest states in the United States. It wasn't exactly terribly impressive, but hey, it was fun. It was a day hanging out with friends, and hey, that's why I'm building a park. I want to be able to enjoy having park. We're gonna have Mr. Number 9. That's all we gotta do, number 9. Why do I have 9? I don't know. I have 10. Whop. There we go. Okay, thank God it is September 3rd. We have 1,023 guests. We have a park rating of 984, nearly at the maximum. And yeah, we got a good park. I'm sorry, I don't really know what else to really say. We got a lot of pretty successful rides. You know what, fuck it. Let's build a couple last minute things. I want a total of 20. How many do I currently have? How the fuck did the circus break down? Did someone let the goddamn tigers out? Fine, I digress, goddamn. I'm gonna build a couple last second rides for fun. We'll put one more Ferris wheel right under the old water tower. I'm gonna build the most junior of junior coasters. I don't know if anyone will ride it, but I will create it. It will go here. This is just so the last minute things I'm building take like any effort at all. Yep. That's one of my most low effort but really rapid production, really quick last minute rides. I like this mine ride when it's available because it's just quick. Because it powers itself, you don't really have to be worried about... I just lost stereo audio for a second, what the fuck? Because you don't have to worry about such silly things as tracks or proper, like... You have to worry about the physics of the bastard, you just let it go. So, it's easy to build. And it means that we should now be up to a total of 19 rides. You know, the last one I'm going to christen this place with, it'll be the first one we built. Another pirate ship. Right next to the original pirate ship. Not that right next to the pirate ship. They're right next to the pirate ship. And there we go. Just like that, we have now had a total of 20 rides in this park. Within the relatively small space I have oddly enough confined myself in, this is pretty successful. Also, I think people actually enjoy most of the last second random rides I threw together, so that's fun. How many people are on the train? I'm interested now. 24 guests! This is a favorite ride of 74 people. Wow. It actually has a pretty good excitement rating. I'd assume so. It is very low intensity and it is very basic, but it is kind of the guide around the entire park. You do get to see a lot of cool shit that goes on in the rest of the park. God, no one likes the maze. You gotta be shitting me. Okay, you know what? We're gonna do an investigation. How many people... Does anything actually outrank the miniature railroad for being people's favorite? Star Mountain and the stupid little maze don't. Twister doesn't. Car Ride doesn't. Little Dipper gets really close. I'll put it down here because it is now our second most successful. I highly doubt the Ferris wheel will. I'm not even sure anyone... Nope, no one likes a Ferris wheel. Pirate Ship 1 isn't going to have anything, is it? Motherfucker has 26 favorite rides. Okay. God damn. Boat number 33 has 38 favorite guests. No one likes a circus. Yep, no one likes a circus. Spiral. Nope. Tunnel of Love. What the fuck? Okay. Hey, we got some switches for the top 5. We got... The railroad got knocked down, but still is aggressively high. What the fuck? Swinging Ship, 27 guests. That's not that good. Merry-Go-Round 1, 16 guests. That's actually not bad to me. And then I'm gonna all at once do the last big 3, because if any 3 are gonna be able to reach the top 10, or the top 5, I mean, what am I talking about? Little Dipper doesn't belong up here. Little Dipper does belong up here. And I already put it up here. I'm stupid, everyone. I'm sorry. I apologize for being dumb. Rowboat 1, this will be the last normal one. 4 people like it, that's actually not bad. But we're gonna get to the last big ones. Mine Mountain, Brian Stormer, and the Big Dipper. We'll see if any of them can fit in the top 10. Brian Stormer actually has 63 guests. Has less favorites than the fucking miniature railroad, but hey, it's still impressive. Mine Mountain, the oldest track ride here, has a fucking blistering favorite ride number of 123. That's a lot. That is a pretty substantial first place. I'm not really sure if anything's going to be able to beat it, but we'll see. Miniature railroad got knocked down again. Wow, to only 50. And then Big Dipper. Holy fuck, we have a second upset. The Big Dipper coming in. It was one of the last big rides we built. Actually, I'll check one last thing. Miniature Mine. Okay, good enough. These 6 are our highest enjoyed rides. That's kind of insane. That these 6 are people's favorite rides in this park. That's really cool. Also, there's a lot of vomit there. Fix that. Yeah, but evidently this park's done pretty fucking well for itself. That's really cool. It's a shame. Last night I had a lot of fun, but I didn't really, create a great park. I got overbogged by my loan and just died. Oh yeah, people keep getting sick. It's October 5th, the day after Shinjiro Aragaki did a really sad. probably let things mostly die down at this point. There's not much more that can happen before the game ends. There was one thing I was going to try to do, but I don't remember now all of a sudden. God damns me. But hey, I would like to keep this park pretty fucking clean at the end. We have 1,200 guests, damn. You know what? Oh yeah, I'm gonna do 2 things with finances before the park run, before we win. That's researching. Advertise, Brian Stormer, why the fuck not? Coffee. Take your free LeBlanc coffee, fuckers. I want all of the advertisements to go out. I want these guys to do their job and do a slightly better job cleaning up my park. I pay you guys some vague amount of money. Yeah, like 50 bucks. Oh, wow, Handyman has been working since April, the first year. Damn. But also, this loan I keep increasing. We're gonna see before October, I think, 31st, the end date of the end date of this scenario. I mean, you can keep playing after the end of the scenario, but that's when it'll check if I have done if I have succeeded in my goal of having at least 700 guests and a park rating of at least, I think, 600 by the end of year 2. Evidently, we have nearly double what it asked for in both regards. So, we've done pretty well for ourselves here. I'm gonna keep popping balloons, because that's funny. You know, it's really funny. Last night with Lunar, I killed a man. I threw a man into the river for shits and giggles, but we haven't done that tonight. This is a much more passive stream. A much more passive stream. I feel almost more hyperactive, but it's also a much more normal one, and I haven't committed vehicular manslaughter or anything even similar to that tonight. So that's an improvement, I guess. It's October 17th. We're getting later into the month. We have made a further $1,000. We haven't been able to pay off our fine just yet. I am, because of this, going to increase the price on a couple things. The Big Dipper really shouldn't only be $2. That's aggressively low. I mean, yeah, I can brute force, like, money here. I don't need it as much anymore, but I still think it'd be funny if I could pay off my loan by the end of the time. Which does mean every popular ride is going to get a slight increase in price. Not anything too painfully dramatic, but enough that I might just be able to get 2,000. It would make just enough money to pay off my loan. And for some reason in the back of my head, it almost came to me for a second, oh yeah, what we should do is increase our loan so we have more money to pay back our loan. I'm not a financial, advisor or anything, but that's probably the dumbest fucking advice someone could give you. And I'm an idiot for that even, appearing in my head a moment ago. Star Mountain broke down. What a little shitter. I'm actually going to do a pro gamer move, partially to drum up excitement, partially because I just don't care. Miniature Railroad is now a free experience. You don't need to spend money to go on it. You just do, which I think makes sense. It's less of a normal ride and more of just look at the cool thing I built. It's funny, I built it with, very well with the intention of it being the last ride in the park, but evidently we've built up just a little bit more. Not a ton, as I've been racing against the clock since the clock began, but especially now that we're only weeks away, or days away. Popularity. Star Mountain, Swinging Inverted Ship 1, The Big Dipper, and Mine Ride all have a popularity of 100%, with Spiral Side and Circus having almost none. Satisfaction. Wow. That's some profit. just looking through the little last bits of information as we wind very rapidly down to the end of our time here. I hope, and as we get closer and closer to the end, I hope you guys have had a good time watching the show. I'm so glad you guys were able to stop by. Hope you enjoyed my little ramblings and my little park experience. It's now October 31st, the final day of the second year, and we won. As you can see, all the little people all across the park are clapping for us. They're happy, and now they've returned to their lives. We started out by inheriting a small farm, and our challenge was to build a small theme park amongst the fields and farm buildings. The objective of the map was to have at least 700 guests in our park by the end of October year 2, with a park rating of at least 600. And congratulations, we achieved it. We achieved our objective with a company value of $207,761. We got awards for the park with the best roller coaster. We have a relatively large, or big enough. We have just under 1,400 guests in the park. We have a nearly perfect park rating. I think this was a successful night of streaming. So, I'm going to save the game. Okay, the one really big issue with this game is it doesn't have a grade. We're gonna quit to menu, and hey, it's been really fun being able to stream for you guys tonight. I hope you had a good show, and good night.